We just arrived in the beautiful Mandelo, Cape Verde, the Blue Marlin capital of the world. We're going to be fishing on smoker. Team Bob Marlin will be there. We're going to try and get as many Blue Marlin as we possibly can, and hopefully with a big fish in between. The fishing has been absolutely insane over the last few weeks, so it's going to be bait and switch, trying to get the fish in up close and get some really sick footage and having some fun catching and releasing them. So we'll take you on a journey, and hopefully this video will bring some great Blue Marlin footage. Can't wait, guys.
Morning, morning.
We just had our first bite at 10:30 this morning. Unfortunately, the fish came off after an initial run. Most likely it was bill wrapped, but it's a good sign. The water is awesome, really blue, so that is good. We also seen a lot of bait around and a lot of birds, so all the signs are green. Boats around us have raised fish, caught fish. We're expecting quite a few fish, and hopefully the next shot will be with a nice Blue Marlin.
All right, you're good to go.
We just released our first Blue Marlin of the trip, a nice round 300-pound fish, very acrobatic, doing a lot of jumps, so that was really cool. And then while we were celebrating, put the lures out again, there was a real big mama on the spread. Unfortunately she wouldn't switch, she came on the teaser, but yeah, that got us excited, eh? So we've been fishing now for about 5 hours, we're 2 for 1, and then the fish that didn't want to switch. So how we fish here in Cape Verde on smoker is on the long corners we got 2 armed lures, so skirted lures with hooks, and on the short corners we got teasers, so the same lures but without hooks, and we got a dredge. The idea is if the fish comes on the teaser, we tease the fish all the way to the back and throw a switch bait at her. What makes it really exciting of this is that you see the fish coming lit up into the spread, coming close to the boat, so that's an awesome sight. And if the fish does switch, you have the opportunity to hook it well with a circle hook. So that's the idea. Unfortunately, this big fish didn't switch, but wow, what a sight. We're just getting started. We just finished our first day of fishing out of Cape Verde, one of, if not the best Blue Marlin fishery in the world. We're fishing out of Mandelo, a volcanic island out of the west coast of Africa. This place has got awesome structure and drop-offs, which makes these fish come back every year. The good thing about Cape Verde is that you have a good chance for quantities, but also for real big fish. 4 out of the last 5 Blue Marlin World Cup winners have been boats out of Cape Verde. Today we went 1 for 2, releasing a nice 300-pounder, and another one dropped the hook after the initial run. We raised another really big girl, but yeah, unfortunately they don't switch all. We will be back for her tomorrow though.
young man.
Day 2 in Cape Verde on the smoker. We just started out fishing, and at 9:30 we had our first hookup, and I was lucky to catch my first Blue Marlin here in Cape Verde. A nice 400-pound fish. Gave a good show, went down deep, and I was lucky to land it, and now on for a few more.
When we are marlin fishing, I have the opportunity to completely switch off from the day-to-day, and my creative side turns on. I think about new designs, new collections, and other Bob Marlin ideas. So yeah, it's very special for me to be back here in Cape Verde, as this is where the idea came up to start Bob Marlin in 2017. I struggled a lot with heat rash, and while trolling these waters, I thought about creating a lighter, more breathable fabric with unique designs and a catchy name. 18 months of development later, Bob Marlin officially launched in Dubai, and we recently opened our second branch in Florida, USA. So yes, it is very special for me to be back here, as this is where the dream started that became a reality. And is now available with our resale partners in over 30 countries worldwide. And the best of all, we are just getting started. We just finished our second day of fishing here in Cape Verde. The day started off really nice, releasing an awesome 400-pounder. This was the first Atlantic blue for Bart, so that was great. It got quiet a little bit, and in the afternoon we had a nice fish coming up on the short. Fish dropped back to the long, smashed the lure, but unfortunately wouldn't stick. About an hour later we had another fish coming on the short. This one did switch, and after a few nice jumps and a short fight, the fish was safely released. We ended the day with a wahoo for dinner, and we'll be back for day 3 tomorrow, hoping for that big girl. My passion for fishing started when I was young, fishing for carp in the ponds and the canals in Holland. Later this changed to the bigger lakes in France, trying to catch real big carp. When I moved to Dubai, I was introduced for the first time to saltwater fishing. There's some really great saltwater fishing in Musandam and Fujairah. I casted lures at anything that would bite, mainly targeting dorado, tuna and GTs. But I was always fascinated by the guys that were catching billfish. Very soon I bought my first boat, and on the second day we got our first sailfish, which was bloody awesome. Not much later we got our first striped marlin, and I was completely sold. The acrobatics, the beauty and the power of these fish is something that will get my blood flowing every single time. So ever since I've been traveling the world, marlin fishing and chasing my dreams. We just finished our third day here in Cape Verde on the smoker. Unfortunately, no fish for us today. We haven't even seen or raised the fish. It looks like the fleet has been split up a bit, fishing different banks, but overall the bite has dropped a bit. The water looks really nice and blue. The spirit on the boat is high. The atmosphere is great, and we still got 2 days left, so let's go and get them tomorrow. So day 4 done and dusted for the Bob Marlin team here in Cape Verde. We went 1 for 2 on Blue Marlin and released a nice 450 for Eddie. We had our first bite around 11 o'clock in the morning. A smaller fish came up on the shore. Did switch to the pitch bait, but after the initial run the fish unfortunately dropped the bait. It looks like the fish kept the bait in its mouth instead of swallowing it. Got it for that. Then a few hours later we had another fish, came up but didn't switch. So it was a good sign to see fish, but we would really like to catch one again, of course. And then at 3 o'clock a really aggressive one came up on the shore, whacked the pitch bait, took a run and dropped the bait again. We were gutted, but the nice thing was this fish came up again and whacked the long corner. Very nice strong fish with a nice jumps, and we got some great drone footage out of it, safely released, and we were all stoked and happy that we released the fish and got the great footage. These are the moments we live for. This is marlin fishing. One more day to go. Let's get that bigger mama.
Coming towards us! Right.
How's that?
Winding.
Yes boys, we just got our first Blue Marlin of the day. Strong fish on the pitch. We lost one earlier today and we had 3 wahoos and 2 tunas on the light tackle. A few more hours to go. Let's go and get them.
Today, after a few nice wahoo and yellowfins, we continued fishing for marlin, and we just raised our second Blue Marlin of the day. A nice little fish, was fierce, gave me a nice fight, and was safely released with beautiful colors on her as well.
That's a wrap for the Bob Marlin Team Cape Verde 2025. We just finished our 5th and final day on the smoker, going 2 for 3 on Blue Marlin and having some nice wahoo and tuna, so that's dinner sorted. Overall going 6 for 10, so that's averaging over a fish a day. Great fishing. We didn't find that really big girl that we were looking for. I didn't catch her. We did find her, but didn't catch her, so we will be back for that. A big thank you to the Smoker boys, a fantastic crew with a great atmosphere on the boat. These guys know what they're doing. Our focus is now going to change to ICAST, where we will be launching our brand new collection of fishing performance gear, and after ICAST we fly to Costa Rica to fish on the Bob Marlin boat with Tattoo Timmy. So stay tuned, tight lines and pura vida.